What's up everybody, this is Zoya, the Russian Korean. And today a new video came out from the Tales of Runeterra series, and I know last time I forgot to mention Freljord. I'm very sorry, Brown. I'm really very sorry. So it was first Demacia, then Freljord, then Shadow Isles, and then Noxus, and then Piltover and Zon, and now finally we're getting to Ionia. And frankly, Ionia is so far my favorite region, probably because it's the only one I kind of researched. I have an Explore the Lore Ionia video, so if you would like, you can definitely check it out. I'll put it in the card up here. But today is a bit different because we're just going to react to this new video that came out from League of Legends, Tales of Runeterra, Ionia, The Lesson. I see on the thumbnail there is a Kali, so I'm assuming Shen is gonna be there too, because if it's The Lesson, you know, and she used to be his disciple, so maybe this is going back to that time, I don't know. I'm also wondering what The Lesson will be here. So far, out of all the cinematics, I've liked Piltover and Zon the best, but I feel like as the cinematics kept coming out, I thought like, oh, the most recent one's my favorite one, so maybe this one will beat Piltover and Zon, but we'll see. Alright, so without further ado, Tales of Runeterra, Ionia, The Lesson. Ooh.
What happens when an outsider destroys the
Just nature in Ionia.
Is this another one of your riddles, old man?
A test, perhaps.
Noxian.
It's like a birch juice.
You don't cut guardian trees. I'll teach him a lesson.
With your steel.
So he cut off it. Oh, poor guy. Is she gonna like kill him? Interesting looking llama.
You're just a kid. Stay away! Adorable.
What's happening? So the tree juice just brought to life something dormant underneath.
Wait, what's happening?
See as I see.
Ooh, nice change of colors. This reminds me of True Damage.
The boy has awoken the shrine's protector. It is fueled by the anger of the forest. Ali, no!
Ooh, protector.
The balance must be returned.
Can't we just bend the rules? He's a kid!
So she was attacking him at first, and now she's trying to protect him, get him out of here.
Come on! Sorry, kid, this thing wants your head. Betrayed. Bury it! What? The seed. Plant it! Now! Ten Geishti. Work, damn it!
It didn't work! Oh. Start a new life.
If you hurt this land, it's gonna hurt you back.
Whatever he said. Pretty, pretty. All the colors. Wow. So it turned into an even greater tree. Okay, so let's talk about what we just saw here. I think visually, This one definitely beats all the other ones. I say that every time a new one comes out, but I do think that this one visually by far is the most enchanting one. I mean, in a way, you can argue that Shadow Isles was also very enchanting, and definitely was. There was the contrast of the warm yellow against the very cold, dark blue, green, and black. But here, I think, even though, yes, there is also that contrast, I think overall, there's this more of a serenity. It's not the kind of atmosphere that just creeps you out, but the warm pink colors and a little bit of like a light blue. And then when Shen touches Akali and they kind of go into this mode where they see everything in like the spirit world or whatever, there everything turns neon. So I felt like visually it really popped. And the colors themselves, I felt like, at least from watching this just once, I feel like they were kind of telling a story also in a way, because it starts out all kind of pink, powder blue-ish, and then as the boy kind of triggers this spirit protector, the tree juice here that we see after the boy cuts up the tree, it's like this turquoise kind of aqua color, and I feel like it's very nice for depicting kind of life and how it flows. And then when the spirit or the guardian becomes angry, his eyes, when he awakens, his eyes are like bright red, so you can kind of tell that he's enraged. But then at the very end, when the new tree is planted, the new sacrifice is made, the tree spirit's face, I'm not sure if I can call them eyes, but anyway, the face turns this same aqua color that the tree juice was. So the spirit is now appeased and calm, and now returns back into its kind of like life form. I also like the depiction of the characters here. So Akali, even though she's so tough and she is very quick to get into a fight and kind of just goes into a brawl kind of head on, here, when she notices that it's a kid, she doesn't, you know, go through with her intentions, I guess, of just taking down this person, but she even tries to protect him, no matter who he is, even though he's a Noxian and he just did something that he wasn't supposed to do, but he's just a kid, he doesn't know. So Akali does her best to protect him, and you can kind of see her train of thought here. And of course, Shen, the protector, it's interesting that he steps in kind of like on the edge of things. He doesn't interfere too much with what Akali is doing, but at the same time, he helps out, he protects her, but not to a point of kind of being patronizing. He's just standing aloof and kind of, I guess, in a way, this is the lesson here, just a very dangerous, direct experience kind of lesson. And of course, I can go on and on about the landscape and the background that you see, the valley beyond the tree at the very end of the video, but I'm not gonna get into that too much, or this video is never gonna end. One thing that I find interesting is that the Shrine's protector doesn't look like fully wild. What I mean is that there are elements, I think, of kind of human hands here in the swirls, the decorations that you see on the top plate that gets lit with the spirit juice. And the stone slabs are in this kind of a disc shape. I mean, yeah, they do say it's a shrine of sorts, so I'm guessing people made it, but there's like this, I guess, harmony between people and the spiritual world here. And you can kind of see it in the design of this creature. And the last thing that I want to mention is the fact that the Noxian here is not some bad guy that's just ruining everything in Ionia, but it's just a kid who's probably trying to survive, just cutting down twigs, whatever, trees, so that he can take it back home, maybe light a fire. And you can kind of understand that the world here is kind of more complex than it seems on the surface. Although definitely Ionians don't like Noxians, and you can see it in Akali's lack of hesitation in the beginning, because at first when she saw and realized that it was a Noxian, she was ready to go in. But despite their history and their dislike for each other, I think this video is nice in the way that it shows that, you know, they can work together. Well, what about you guys? How did you like this video? What do you think about the visual aspect of it? How do you like the character depictions here? What was your favorite part? Which of the cinematics so far do you like the best? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel. This was Zoya, the Russian Korean. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.